driving caused more than 40,000 car crashes in Nebraska, resulting in over 14,000 severe injuries and deaths. Please keep your eyes on the road. If you have a smartphone, put it away while you're behind the wheel. It will help keep our community safe and secure. This message is brought to you by Friedman Law Offices, helping injured people. It's what we do. It's all we do. Find us at friedmanlaw.com today.
Coming at you live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios. This is Old School, brought to you by Sandhills Global. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's Friday. Job well done. We weren't sure, but we got it. Happy for it. No Jay Foreman today. He's up in the air, headed back home. So that's okay. We can hold down the fort for you. You know, as Rico said yesterday, on a station full of veterans and Hall of Famers, he's still the most popular guy. He's the one that is on the matinee. He's the one that's up in lights. He's the one that the people come to see.
Damn straight.
So, you know, today he gets to live up to it. And
very popular.
We'll see what happens. Define popular.
People know me. And people love me. That's it. That's popular.
Okay.
Nothing else to it.
That's it.
That's it. People know you and people love you.
Okay. I'm going to ride with that.
Okay. You are also popular, just not as popular as me.
I'm going to ride with that. I'm going to let you, right, to get that thing.
You're
right?
going to let me live my life?
Live your life,
Thank
bro.
you.
Like,
Thank you.
I'm not. Start him a text on 402-464-5685. You can, in fact, join the conversation. Hit us with a what up? What up, Rico? What up, DP? Good morning. Happy Friday. Hit us with something, right? Let us know that you're in the conversation and that you want to participate. No yelling from the rafters, no finger pointing across the street, simple bits. From the text on DJ says this. I won't read the text. I will just say that DJ, and what up, DJ? DJ offered me a fine bourbon. I'm in. You tell me where and when. You're buying bourbon, I'm in. Like that wasn't. Randy says that we were talking about in spillover that transfer players. I mentioned Fryer because I was in the Rozier space, and that's where that was. That there are several players who played other places before, like Coffee Junior College and Hutch have a long tradition and history with sending players to Nebraska, and nobody ever said anything. Northern Iowa, there's places where people go. I don't know, Cal, Stanford.
Lies.
None
of that has ever happened.
There are places with that.
None of it.
I like this one. Scott in Stonebridge. What's up, Scott? He says, I think a lot of it with men's basketball and football is that the fan base is so desperate to have some sort of success because it's been so long that we went past apathy and are now getting to the point of hatred of our own. Well, all I'm saying is just pump the brakes on it.
Chill.
Well, I mean, so, okay. Here's a couple of things, and this is the space that I'm in. So there are players around the country that I either know I know them, I know their dad, I've either worked out with them or evaluated them on a one-to-one basis, put together kind of a critique or whatever, that I can refer them to other places, to their next place. And in that, a big part of it is the pool. They love the fanaticism of Nebraska athletics. They also understand that can turn, that when they love you, they love you. When they don't love you,
yeesh.
Right, it becomes a whole other thing. And it's not the people who love them. It's the people who don't really they say they love the program, but they only like the program when it wins.
Yeah.
And that part, as a coach, I always say that my players need more love when things aren't going well.
Mm-hmm.
Because when things are going well, everybody loves them.
That is true.
Everybody loves them. Like you can walk down.
Everybody wants you to be your friend.
Right. Everything's cool. But substance, quality, and character and integrity should lead me to love them when they need for me to love them the most, which is things are going poorly. It's going to be all right. Here's how we're going to do it. Now, a thing that happens outside of this bubble is that I'll have parents ask me about Nebraska. And it becomes, well, yeah, come to Nebraska. Like, good people, great space, great town, great campus, et cetera, et cetera. And then the conversation either goes in one of two directions after that. Yeah, but the fans. Oh, yes, and the fans. And the people who fall firmly in the yes and the fans, bravo. Job well done. Job well done. Like you understood the mission. You know that meme that goes around? He understood the mission. As the fan base, you understood the mission. But then on the other side of it is, well, no, I don't want to be a part of that because I saw how they talked about so-and-so or how they treated so-and-so. And through all of this, they have the discussion of how fans should engage recruits. And there are people who are like, don't do it. Don't engage recruits that way. Recruit them in the positive. That's recruiting. The opposite of recruiting. What's the opposite word of recruiting? Chasing away? What's the opposite of recruiting? Harrison, what's the opposite of recruiting?
Chasing away.
Yeah, right. That sometimes the fan base is very talented and rejecting, denying something. But the fan base is very powerful in its ability to not recruit, to do the opposite of recruiting. And
dismissal,
right? Like
release,
right? Like so there's that thing,
ousting,
right?
Ooh, banishment.
Right?
That's a good one.
So through all of this stuff, the vantage for me is recruiting. So let me tell this story. So everybody knows my buddy, our buddy Everett Gregg, right?
Our friend.
Yeah. So Ev is from a very talented family, great bloodlines, high integrity folks. Well, I get the text from Everett about a young lady who plays volleyball. Now, remember, Everett's daughter was All-American. She's now volleyball pro. Olympic caliber, right? And Ev's not going to put his name on some bad business. So Everett's like, hey, I got a volleyball player. And I'm like, yeah, bro, it's Nebraska. They got volleyball players too. But he's like, no, y'all want this one. And y'all can get this one. Now, he's saying Nebraska can get this one. So he reaches out and says, hey, this is 6'4". Her dad's 7 foot. She's a freshman and sophomore in high school. 3.8 GPA. Like, this is a win. This is a win. So I hand it over to the program. I'm like, here you go. Now, my reputation's in play as well. Because she says, I want to play there. I want to be a part of that program. Wonderful. Pass it along. Thumbs up all the way around. Right?
Fantastic. Good job, everyone.
Right? Job well done.
You understood the assignment.
Right? Now, think on the other side. Let's pick any other sport. Just for the sake of conversation, bowling.
Sure.
Bowling. I get a text message from somebody who used to be a coach here. That back east, there's a young lady who is one of the nation's top high school bowlers who wants to bowl at, drum roll, Nebraska.
Oh, I really thought it was somewhere else.
Right? Nebraska. And they say, What do you think? Should this happen? Oh, yeah. I said, what I'll do is I'll tell you, you need to talk to Gwen.
So.
You need to talk to Gwen.
Yeah.
You need to talk to Amara, right? Find out. They'll tell you about the program. And it says, yeah, because we can't find anything negative about it online. Aha. They look, they pay attention, right? Well done, fan base. Well done. So now I can put my name on it and refer it and get it out of the way.
DP stamp of approval.
Right. Baseball. Player played for me in Texas, playing in the Big Ten. Curious about Nebraska baseball. Curious.
Curiosity.
Oh. So he does his deep dive. Nebraska baseball fans are awesome. I want to be a part of that. I can check the box. Young man, have that conversation.
Stamp.
Basketball. Talented kid. Dad, hey, ODB, what's up? Stamp of approval.
Stamp it.
But what about the fans?
Half a stamp?
Are they going to be supportive of my son when he gets there? Can I trust the fan base with my son? Now, they're like, these are grown men. That's what the caller said earlier. These are grown men. But that's somebody's child. That's somebody's child.
I don't think I'm calling an 18 to 22-year-old a grown man.
Well, here's the thing.
I know when I was 22, I wasn't a grown man.
Right. I know what I was like when I was in college. I couldn't make a decision.
I was not grown.
I should not have made decisions. But the parent and the son go and do a deep dive. And if the words that are spoken from the fan base that's supposed to love them, and they're coming here for love, they're not coming here for anything else. Nobody is leaving their hometown and their house coming to Lincoln, Nebraska for anything but love and support. And fan base has the power to sway recruits to come here or not come here. Then I just simply say, pay attention to who you are in this, because you are making a choice to either be the reason why they come or part of the reason why they don't come.
There were some key words that you said in there that I kind of want to go back to, is when that dad was saying, will they be supportive of my son when he gets here? When he gets here, yeah. I can tell you that they'll be very supportive.
And then
as soon as he has a bad game, 2 bad games,
right.
I can't speak for anyone else. I know I'll still be supportive, but I've seen a group of the fan base turn tail pretty quickly on some players after a couple bad games.
Right. That's the whole thing that we were talking about, that the fan base has the ability to make this engagement spectacular. The thing that everybody says Nebraska athletics actually is.
And that happens with unfortunately, that happens with a lot of the sports here where, baseball, they the start hasn't been what everybody believed or what everybody wanted, including the players, including the coaches. And there are people who are, see, I knew this team was going to be bad. They lost too much. I just knew they weren't going to be good. I told you at the beginning that they weren't going to be a good team. Like, no, they still have a chance. It's the beginning of the season. They still have a chance to turn around. Don't throw them in the trash already. Like, what are you doing? The volleyball team. Remember how crap. Well,
this isn't going to work.
This isn't the regular John Cook volleyball team. I guess this is going to be a disappointment of a season for John Cook and the volleyball squad. Oh, I'm sorry. What happened?
This experiment isn't going to work.
Oh, I'm sorry. What happened?
This experiment ain't going to work. And then the funny thing, and we'll throw the break because we need to find out what's up. But the funny thing to me is, listen, if you said to me, the players shouldn't have shows.
Why? If you hold on, I know we have to go to break. If you don't want the players to have shows, players shouldn't do interviews.
Why would you not want to get to know them in their own voice?
I'm just saying, if you don't think that they should have shows and they should be able to talk about, themselves and talk about what they're going through, then I don't want to see you listening to any interviews, because that's what they're doing. They're talking about what they're going through.
Well, no. See, it just falls firmly into the space. Air quotes, shut up and play. And shame on you for saying it. Shame on you for thinking. They're people first. Never choose how you feel over the people. Simple rules. We'll throw the break. This time I'm going to grab my coffee. We'll find out what's up with Rico here next.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Southeast Community College is training tomorrow's workforce today with our nearly 60 career and technical programs. We are doing our part to help employers fill vacancies during this current labor shortage, graduating students with skill sets employers are seeking. We're also helping to upskill the workforce by adding short-term credentials like certificates in many programs so that employees can get retraining quickly. Learn more about upskilling with SCC at southeast.edu/academics. SCC, your path to possible.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. I hear you. And what you say really does matter to me.
I mean, let's be honest. No kid likes rules, but I get why we have them. I hear you, and I know it's because you care.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Sponsored by DHHS and aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Another packed spring sports season means it's time to get to N Street Drive-In to fill up on all your beverage needs. Stop by for the great deals on March's Beers of the Month for Guinness, Cosmic Eye, and Firestone Walker. Also, make sure to download the new N Street Drive-In app to order online and to set up delivery right to your front door. And don't forget their top-notch crowler fill system. N Street Drive-In, your one-stop beverage stop at 1801 O Street.
Acres Equipment, Nebraska's premier John Deere dealer. We support farmers, ranchers, landowners, local governments, contractors, and more. Largest inventory around, and we deliver. Precision ag specialists creating the highest yields. Mobile technicians covering the state. And we're there for the home team on game day. Acres, solutions for every field.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
The Cash Blast promotion from the Nebraska Lottery is back. Until April 12th, when you buy a 2x2 ticket and enter the voucher number online, you could win a $5,000 or $500 cash prize. And if your winning voucher is from a 7-day draw 2x2 ticket, your cash prize is doubled. There will be 7 weekly drawings and 14 total winners in the Cash Blast promotion. Cash Blast from the Nebraska Lottery. You can win $5,000 or $500. Promotion ends April 12, 2022. 2x2 top prize odds 1 in 105,000.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL Weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on.
A rain-snow mix will be possible this morning, then gradually moving out of the region. We may even break into some sunshine by late this afternoon, topping out at around 51 with north winds gusting over 20. Tonight, mainly clear, low dropping down to 28. A beautiful Saturday on the way. Sunny with a high of 64. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back to old school with DP and J.
Well, if you're feeling all right and you think you're on, somebody let me know. Well, everybody in the place put a whistle in your face, screaming out and say, yo!
Dun, 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 dun. Kazoos! Turn that up, Rico. Oh, yeah. We're here to rock your world. Just that sound, man, brings me joy.
It's a good one.
Right? Oh, man. All right. Old School DP and J Forum, sponsored by Sandhills Global. Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sales, travel support, software development, web design, and more. Apply today. You go and apply today if you're looking for a job or a change of job or profession. Sandhills.jobs. Do that today. And, of course, I want to thank the folks who came out yesterday to Buffalo Wings and Rings and hung out. Greatly appreciated. Great crowd. Great turnover. We got to confirm with Mark, because did he do the women's brackets ping pong balls, or is he doing ping pong balls today? What's he doing today?
I don't know.
Is he just doing raffles?
I think we have to confirm.
Okay.
I think it might just be raffles. We'll figure it out.
We'll find that out. But yeah, we'll be there again today from 11 to 6. We were just given information that the captain show at 11 will have Steve Taylor. Steve Taylor will be for Sean today. So come hang out, take pictures, get autographs, that sort of thing. Good stuff. Free raffle tickets, no purchase necessary, just free for hanging and showing up. Appetizers, beer, Tuesday gift cards, and more. Wings, beer, basketball, and sports talk. Oh, by the way, 2:30, tip, Huskers, Gonzaga. Let's pack the place. Can you do that? Can you do it? Mark says bracket pool, but no balls. So, wow, sir, this is a Walmart.
Just because they're women, you didn't have to say it.
Yeah. Bracket challenge. Head to theticketfm.com and click on the bracket challenge to enter the pool for the women. That play begins today.
I'm still perfect.
We'll still, nobody's lost. You can find the links on the Tickets Facebook and Twitter pages as well, and you can get those done in play. Rico, it's that time of day, coffee in hand. Tell me, what's up?
Woke up this morning and I got out of bed. Had a big old cup of coffee to clear my head. Telephone rang and you wanna chat? Well, sit on down and tell me what up with that. Ooh,
full version. Turn it up.
What up with that? What up with that?
Dance with us.
Ooh-wee. What up with that? What up with that? He said, she said, we said, me said, what up with that?
Extend your hands.
You knew, said what, who do, what up with that? What up with that?
Church finish. Fist pump.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I'm telling you, we got to go along every day. It makes sense. Rico, what's up, man?
Yes.
What's up?
Shout out Teddy Allen.
Yes, all things great.
Shout out Teddy Allen. That's what this is for. Shout out Teddy Allen. My goodness. The man had himself a day. He got fouled on 2 3-pointers, made all 6 free throws, mind you. Second in the WAC in free throw percentage at like 89%. Love it. Man took over the game. It was beautiful. There was a point where he got an offensive board and one of his teammates was wide open in the corner, and you could hear him clapping. He's like, "Hey!" And then Teddy made the layup.
Yeah.
And it's just like, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
No.
And then there were times where Teddy, he made some buckets or got the steal, whatever, and he's dancing in front of the fans. That was beautiful. It was gorgeous. I love it. You love to see it.
Did you catch the announcers getting caught on the hot mic, kind of criticizing Teddy?
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's why he's been in 5 places. That's how that happened. It was like, no, dude. Like, people wonder, like, Teddy, go ahead and be you.
Do you think?
Like, just be you.
So say, and then like the refs were talking to him, and they're like, yeah, I commend the refs for not teeing him up. having some restraint themselves, just talking to him, letting him know he must have said something to another player. And I'm like, you see the replays. He didn't say nothing to nobody but the fans. And I was like, look, he's not in front of the opposing bench. He's not yelling at other players. He's having fun. Let the man have fun. That's not a T.
Look,
That's not a
37
technical.
points. 37. Look, I can say this freely. If I scored 37 points on my 12th seed team on the first day of March Madness, they would have had far greater things to worry about than what I said.
Look, I'm pretty sure
I would have pulled off my bottoms and, and stood on the
after the
scores
game,
table.
you heard him there about the interview. Bye, blue blood.
Right.
Bye, blue blood.
It's like, no, you gonna
first
have to
win for New
you
Mexico
gonna have
State.
to send us home.
And he knows the history. His first win for New Mexico State in the tourney since 1970.
They're 27-6.
Love it.
Can't play at high level. Can't beat good teams with that sort of play. Personality didn't fit the culture. All the nonsensical stuff. And he had the greatest day
If
yesterday.
you want to criticize his defense, he had the game sealing steal.
All right, like, come on.
Excuse me.
You know, it's there.
And also, quick shout out to Baylor Shireman, because Charles Barkley said that he reminds him of Chris Mullin.
Right.
He's like, I'm not saying he is Chris Mullin. I'm saying he's going to be him.
But
He just his game reminds me of Chris Mullin. And I was like, hey,
we understand.
cool.
We understand.
I was like, shout out Baylor Shireman.
Teddy with 37 points on 24 shots, 4 of 7 from 3, 13 of 13 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Just stuff them stats, Teddy Allen. Stuff them.
Who do they got next round?
I literally just clicked on the wrong page because I went past that. Hold on here.
I was about to
I'm
say
on the page.
Gonzaga, but I could be wrong.
Arkansas.
Okay.
That's a win.
Oh, yeah.
That's a win. Count
Easy
it.
dub.
Count it.
Get out of here.
Count it. Like, they'll be the heroes of Buffalo, New York for the next 2 days.
An Aggie versus a hog.
Yeah.
Give me the Aggie all day.
Yeah. So we'll throw the break. We'll go more into that. I want to thank you guys on the text line. I will read each and every text when we come back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Harrison Arns. State basketball has concluded, and here are your winners for girls and boys. For the girls, in Class A, number 2 Fremont won over number 5 Lincoln Southwest. In Class B, number 1 Elkhorn North won over number 2 Scott Catholic. In Class C1, number 1 Lincoln Lutheran just fell short against number 2 North Bend Central, 31-35. For the boys, Miller North is your Class A champions after a win over number 2 Bellevue West, 67-57. In Class B, number 2 Roncalli Catholic won its championship over number 1 Scott Catholic, 52-37. In Class C1, Cale Jacobson from number 2 Ashland Greenwood continued his great tournament run. Ashland Greenwood took home the championship on a buzzer beater corner 3 by Evan Shepard, assisted by Cale Jacobson. They would win over Auburn, 36-33. In Class D2, number 6 Parkview Christian won over number 1 St. Mary's in the title game. This has been your High School Minute, sponsored by Southeast Community College, with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford. Learn more today at southeast.edu.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. It's soul food right here in Lincoln. Ribs, wings, catfish, coleslaw, cornbread, grits. I mean, I'd say it's food like your grandma used to make, but my grandma never made food like that. If you haven't already, you've got to give it a try. Check out their location across from South Point at 27th and Pine Lake, or find their food truck at events all over town, or visit them online at maryellens.com to see the full menu. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Let them fix you a plate.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Acres Equipment, Nebraska's premier John Deere dealer. We support farmers, ranchers, landowners, local governments, contractors, and more. Largest inventory around, and we deliver. Precision Ag Specialists, creating the highest yields. Mobile technicians covering the state, and we're there for the home team on game day. Acres, solutions for every field.
Need to send a message? Send it with cake. Congratulations. Here's a congratulations chocolate rum cake from Beatrice Bakery. Thank you. Say thank you with an amaretto cake. I'm sorry that I accidentally hit your mailbox with my car as I was backing out of the driveway and continued right into your prized petunias. You say that with a lemon drop cake. Everybody knows that. Beatrice Bakery in downtown Beatrice or online at beatricebakery.com. Here to help you say whatever it is you need to say. Welcome to our world of yum.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
My hardest job is to know how to win and how to lose and be able to handle adversity.
Well, I think that's also good because adversity is a great teacher. Usually when you're winning, you're not going to change much. When you really encounter adversity, then everything's on the table. You begin to really examine your life and examine what you've been doing and what you haven't been doing. And that's when sometimes the most meaningful changes occur.
Weekdays from 11 to 2 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Neil Armstrong waited 6 hours and 39 minutes to step onto the surface of the moon. Jackie Robinson waited 20 months to play his first game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even DiCaprio had to wait 22 years to win an Oscar. You can wait until your destination. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Another packed spring sports season means it's time to get to N Street Drive-In to fill up on all your beverage needs. Stop by for the great deals on March's Beers of the Month for Guinness, Cosmic Eye, and Firestone Walker. Also, make sure to download the new N Street Drive-In app to order online and to set up delivery right to your front door. And don't forget their top-notch crowler fill system. N Street Drive-In, your one-stop beverage stop at 1801 O Street.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Coming at you live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios. This is Old School. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hour number 2 of Old School on a Friday. It's still the mayhem that is March. Living proof yesterday. And we got a full day of both men's and women's full brackets. There's 32 basketball games today.
That's a lot of basketball.
There's 32 games today from the text line. Starter Heyman text line 402-464-5685. We're going to go up and down some of these texts, so we'll get into that. You guys can add to the conversation. Hit us with what's up, and we can have the conversation. A couple of things in play, and I need to thank the sponsors again for making this happen. The folks from Sandhills Global. They're hiring. Go to sandhills.jobs. Sandhills.jobs. If you're looking for a job or change your career, that's how you do it. A couple of things. Pecan Pie, what's up? It says only 161 brackets that are still perfect on ESPN. Who picked St. Peter's? If you went to St. Peter's or you know somebody from St. Peter's or you simply hate Kentucky.
There's some people who do upset brackets.
Those are the people. And, we don't know how those brackets are going to finish, but we will see. From the text line, and what's up? It says, what are your thoughts on the stat of the tournament having 13 Nebraska high school players in it, and 0 of them are Nebraska basketball players, so folks who are playing for Nebraska? I don't think much of it. It doesn't mean much.
You had 2 of them.
Doesn't mean much. You had more than 2 of them. You could have had more than that.
Well, you had 2 of them on the team.
Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of how it happens. That's how it works.
I'm trying to, so
No,
mean,
I
just-
understand. I understand the a lot of the conversation, especially yesterday with Matt Abdelmassi, and that. Now I'll dive into that pool here in a little bit. But yeah, that the folks saying that Matt doesn't recruit Nebraska. Okay, like stop repeating what you heard. That's not even logical. Like it's not even logical. It doesn't even make sense. But Nebraska, I mean, they've got 13 players from the state who are playing in tournament. Okay, good.
Good job, Nebraska.
Yeah. I mean,
Make more.
Yeah.
Get more.
Yeah. I mean that's pretty simple. Ryan, what's up, Ryan? I was wondering if you get that sound clip of DP saying, "I don't care what you think."
I'll work on that.
I do. I care. I do.
We'll just play that a lot.
DJ says we're gonna go to Starlight Lounge and have some bourbon. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Or you can come to Buffalo Wings Rings today and buy bourbon. We can do that as well. That's open. Do I think Hoiberg will make any other coaching changes? I don't know. I haven't talked to him, and I don't know what the thinking is, and I don't know what the reasoning is, and I don't know what the intent is. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish, and I don't know what agreements you have made, so I can't speak to it. Who else is this? Scott and Stonebridge. Again, we thank you for that. John and Cortland, thank you as well for what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I greatly appreciate it because there's so much craziness out here. Culture that needs a rebuild, including us, the fans. I just we've gotten so engaged in being negative and trying to be first and trying to have hot takes, and then trying to be informed and connected, and people just have gotten you're repeating information that is being fed to you without considering who's feeding it and why.
Mm-hmm.
Taking that information and claiming it as your own opinion, which is really,
that's my favorite thing that goes on,
which is weird. Then it becomes being an expert on a thing that you're not an expert on. Okay, that feel how you feel.
How do you know I'm not an expert on lacrosse?
Well, people are so. This one I want to get to because I'm trying to figure out where this person comes from. So it says, so everyone just sing Kumbaya and celebrate poor play and a horrible record. That makes no sense. What kind of fans are people expected to be? Just show up with no expectation and enjoy the sport, huh? Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have to celebrate poor play. You're
not celebrating poor play and horrible record. Who said do that?
Nobody's clapping and saying, "Oh, great! You guys are great. You guys are well." They're not. They're not. The record isn't where it wants to be. They know the record isn't where it wants to be. You don't have to celebrate that, but you don't have to tear down the people that are playing.
Well, it's not your place as a fan to be a burden to the program. You're not there to weigh down and make it worse. Anybody can make it worse. It's the old adage of everybody can recognize the problem, but the people who need to be heard are the people who have a solution to said problem.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can say that building is on fire. Who's willing to help? Like, you don't need 10,000 people screaming fire. You need somebody to say, okay, this is how we're going to fix it.
You don't need people standing
Your
there.
leg is broke. Wow. No, help.
You don't need people criticizing the firefighters on how they're putting the fire out.
Help.
Because the players are here. They know it's not great. They're trying to fix it. You don't have to tell them, "Oh, you're doing a terrible job."
Like, hit the ball. Yeah, I didn't know that you want me to hit the ball.
They know it's not working. They're trying to fix it.
Yeah. See, this is the other thing, right? So this is the hasn't Abdelmassi been on leave of absence for months? No, he has not. He was on the bench for the run. Like, he was on the bench at the end of the season. He's been there.
He was on leave for like 3 games.
Literally
came back.
Find the information. Like, it's there. So, and nobody on this show has said that Abdelmassi was fired.
He was. What did the article say?
Nobody said that.
No, what did the article
say?
Who
said that?
Nobody here. They mutually agreed to part ways. That's what it said.
Nebraska ball fan says this. What's up, DP? What's up, Nebraska ball fan? Are these guys? These guys are playing for your entertainment and the team you love. You should support them no matter what. Supporting the team and the people and not being satisfied with the result are both allowed. Like, you can do both things. You can be a fan and still say, you know what? I'd like for you guys to win more games.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's the personal attacks where you is the line that you cannot enter towards or walk towards or cross over. The personal attack, the people behind the sport. Nebraska's fan base talks about the people. We're the best fans. They're talking about being the best people. Nobody cares that you stood loud 90, 85 strong when you were winning national championships. That's not the measure of the fan base. The measure of the fan base is what you do when things aren't ideal and how you carry your support. I can tell you, we traveled around the country, and when I wear Nebraska stuff, I get that kind of love everywhere. Like in airports, no matter where I've been. The people is what we're talking about. And I keep saying this. Never choose the game over the people. Your feelings about the game is one thing. Your feeling about the people is another. And if you don't know them, actually know them, like face to face, have dinner with them, sit across from them, it's much easier to hate and disdain and be difficult and have when there's distance. Part of having shows is that you want to know the people. I want to know the families. I want to know what makes you laugh, what makes you cry, what makes you stick your chest out, what makes you raise your chin and elevate and hit the hero pose. And I want to know those things about the fan base. Because that's why the mass matters, is the people. That's why Husker Nation matters, the people. And then when those numbers of people are doing good things in a good space, then yes, you're the best fan base in the country. But when the other thing happens, I'm sorry. You can't be the villain and say I'm the greatest.
I mean, you could try. You're gonna be wrong.
Everybody looks at you like you have.
You're gonna be wrong,
right?
But you could try it,
right? Right. And these guys aren't the shut up and play thing is just crazy to me. It's just nonsensical. You imagine telling Tom Osborne to shut up and play. You imagine telling Coach Osborne to shut up and play. You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it.
Would he have ever been governor?
Shut up and play.
If it was shut up and play?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
He was governor, right?
What up? No one is more invested in the program than players and coaches. Fans are only emotionally invested. Like the skin in the game. Actual skin and bones in the game. The whole phrase about it is the Warriors in the
arena.
In the arena.
Yeah.
It's those people being in action. How you feel about it is your choice. But those people spend, while you sit on your couch or you're doing your thing, those folks are at work. And they leave body parts all over the country. They make sacrifices. Yeah, they reap some benefit, but my goodness gracious. Whew. Oh, my goodness.
Every day they go to work,
oh my goodness gracious.
There's a threat of getting severely injured.
Right? This is a great text. This is a great text. Sup, DP. I don't know why we don't support the individual person 100% of the time. They chose us. They chose Nebraska. That should be on a shirt.
That's a good text.
They chose us. They chose Nebraska. Wow. I hope those people, that texter, if you're 4407, if you're in Lincoln, let me know. I'd like to put together a care package for you because that's a fantastic.
And that's true. Like they had many options all over the place. They didn't have to come to Nebraska, but they came to Nebraska because they believed that the fan base would treat them correctly, that this was the best place for them to grow. Their parents believed that this was the best place to send their child, to keep them safe, to allow them to become the person they're supposed to grow up to be. And they get here and you know, the play maybe isn't up to the level that they themselves want, and then they start getting attacked personally by the fan base that they came here thinking that it would support them. And the same fan base, that was on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, telling them how great they are and how they can't wait for them to be a Husker, is now the same fan base saying you need to sit on the bench and you need to stop doing whatever you're doing because you're garbage.
And that you don't fit the culture. Well, if I didn't fit the culture, how did I get here?
Yeah. I fit the.
Why did somebody from the culture come and get me and say you're a perfect fit?
I fit the culture 6 months ago when you wanted me here.
Like at my mom and dad's living room, I was perfect.
I was reading my phone. I fit the culture.
I was perfect for the culture.
And now I don't fit the culture.
They don't fit the culture because it's inconvenient to some folks. My goodness gracious, people. We, and I say that, we have to be better than that. Mm-hmm. We should be better than that. We should aspire to better than that. We should take more pride in it. I always, as a coach, I always say to the parents, you're invited to practice because I'm proud of what we're doing there. I don't have to hide anything from you. And I'm proud of, I want them at games. Now, I don't want them to coach at games because I don't come to their house and parent. I'm not sitting on your couch going, oh, that's an awful, awful decision you just made.
You really should turn the TV off.
Come on, Jane. That's a terrible dinner plan.
Oh,
like
you're
that.
Gonna let him eat chicken nuggets for the third day in a row.
But
that's why he ain't starting.
But here's the thing. You say to people, I ask parents on day one, are you going to be there for every game? Because I am. I'm going to be there every game. And I can't want for your child more than you want for your child. And guess what? Are you going to be there if the record is 500, the same way you're going to be there if the record is 800? Right? Because the parent who comes all the time because you're winning is not the same parent as the one who stops coming when you're losing. Well, the same thing can be said for the fan base. The very same thing can be said for the fan base.
Yeah.
Like the fan base shows up no matter what. You show up because those are your people. They wear the end. So you should show up for them. Even if it's a sport that you don't really particularly care about, they're still the kids of Nebraska. They're still the young people of the University of Nebraska. So you should represent, because guaranteed, look, anytime you talk football and they talk about Huskers past, the pride that comes in, but wait a minute. Are you proud because they won, or are you proud because they're a Husker? And that phrase that once a Husker, always a Husker, what does it supposed to mean? Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what it's supposed to mean? Once a Husker, always a Husker.
I mean, it's supposed to. I'm not going to speak on that. I was never a Husker.
You're a Husker by.
I was a loper.
No, but
am a loper.
No, but the state, you're from here.
Yeah.
So once you're here, you're here.
Yeah.
Right? That's what it says. Isn't it?
I would think so.
Okay. I just want to know. In Lincoln, CJ, thank you. We're going to take your text. I think simplicity. That I want you to come by the station and pick up a care package from Beatrice Bakery. That text is it's simple. I don't know why we don't support the person 100% of the time. They chose us. They chose Nebraska. That resonates with me at a high frequency. Why? I chose Nebraska. I had choices. I chose Nebraska. And Nebraska has been good to me. I need the clip from Saturday Night Live. From Garrett Morrison. Early days of Saturday Night Live. Garrett Morrison played a baseball player.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Chico Escuela. And his quote was, "Baseball has been very, very good to me."
Very, very good.
Nebraska has been very, very good to me. I hope to be very good to Nebraska. That's the mission. We'll talk a little more, Teddy. We'll talk a little bit more about bracket busting. We'll talk more about the tournament. We'll talk more about the women's basketball team. We'll talk about baseball, softball, big. In case you hadn't paid attention, women's softball has got it going. They're 15-9. case you're not paying attention, Nebraska wrestling will come home with at least 4 All-Americans and maybe 6. If you're not paying attention, the reigning defending national champions in bowling are in Nashville taking on some monsters and as the number 2 team in the entire country. There's so much good to talk about, even if it's not the thing. Football's at spring break. We'll talk more about that next week. But this week, we'll celebrate the good in Husker Nation because there's plenty to talk about. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Fruitcakes are just for Christmas, right? Gosh, I feel sorry for you. I mean, what if we had done that with bacon? Bacon is only for breakfast. We'd never have bacon cheeseburgers. We'd never be able to save a salad by adding bacon bits. We'd never have Brinner. That's breakfast for dinner. Don't limit yourself. Fruitcakes for St. Patrick's Day. Fruitcakes for graduation. Fruitcakes for Thursday. Beatrice Bakery and Grandma's Fruitcakes are perfect for every occasion. Check them out in downtown Beatrice or online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
My hardest job is to know how to win and how to lose and be able to handle adversity.
Well, I think that's also good because adversity is a great teacher. You know, usually when you're winning, you're not going to change much. When you really encounter adversity, then everything's on the table. You begin to really examine your life and examine what you've been doing, what you haven't been doing, and that's when sometimes the most meaningful changes occur.
Weekdays from 11 to 2 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. You hear that? That's the sound of extremely tender and delicious beef from certified Piedmontese. Prime grade tenderness with a fraction of the fat and calories of normal beef. It's Nebraska-raised product and the official beef of Nebraska Athletics. Change the way you buy beef today at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese, just north of 84th and Havelock, or at cpmercado.com.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Here's to days spent roaming, and to sleeping beneath the stars, to casting another line and letting time float by. From Shadron State Park to Indian Cave State Park and every recreation area, historical, and state park in between. Here's to your adventures, your memories. Here's to 100 years of your Nebraska state parks. Plan your next trip today at nebraskaparks100.org. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric ensures our home and office HVAC systems run smoothly throughout the year to provide maximum comfort and convenience. Routine maintenance reduced our operating costs just by improving the efficiency of our unit. Consider a maintenance agreement to ensure you too receive priority for services and scheduling. This helps meet manufacturer warranty requirements. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
back to Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This was St. Peter's. After beating Kentucky.
Where's St. Peter's?
No idea. The St. Peter's Peacocks. I'm a peacock, man. You got to let me fly.
Oh, man. It is in Jersey City, New Jersey.
New Jersey.
A little different.
Do you want to hear a Kentucky? I think he's a radio voice person for Kentucky basketball, or he does radio in Kentucky for Kentucky basketball. Okay. Before the game, this is what he tweeted: St. Peter's shoot around in the books. A few takeaways. No way to say it other than to say it was low energy. They are even smaller in person. Guards are below 6 foot. Bigs are at least an inch shorter than listed. Kentucky should do what they want when they want tomorrow. And somebody said the important question is if Kentucky can cover the minus 18. And he said, I sure think so. Honestly, hard to see St. Peter's breaking 60, and 50 wouldn't be shocking. St. Peter's won, as we all know, in overtime, 85-79. And
But see, here's the thing about those people. What are they saying today?
Okay, so after the game, he said, by the way, yes, I will watch the film and break down what went wrong tonight. However, that will be a day or two from now. No reason to make sweeping judgments right after an emotional loss. Give it time and then look back at the season as a whole. And somebody said, you made a sweeping judgment of the other team's shoot around. And he said, not really. Nothing I said was wrong. I was there.
These people are just, there's so much. Man.
Shout out to Derek Peterson.
Yeah.
For that tweet.
Which I get confused for.
Yeah.
A lot.
For for screenshotting those tweets and tweeting them out.
I get confused.
That's funny.
I'm like, no, not him.
So yeah, Kentucky's having a good day.
Not him at all. Not him at all. I'm not him at all.
Ruined my bracket.
Well, everybody's bracket.
Except for 161 people.
Yeah, but those people also probably bet on like Howard University or for the women. They're like
I'd say 161 people still have perfect brackets after day one.
I think it's too much.
I think it might be a record.
I think it's too much. Like
what they say of the 17,357,589 entered in the tournament, which seems low. Only 161 are perfect. We have somebody in our bracket challenge that only got one wrong, but it was Kentucky, and they had Kentucky as their champion.
That will happen. That will happen. Congratulations, great day one. Great day one. Love it. We love it. Couple of things. Just talk about it. Again. Teddy Allen is the story.
Baller.
For me, that's the story to watch this thing in play. Text line. Okay. Another great. Okay. This is the Kevin. What's up, the Kevin? Keep humanizing the athletes. My wake-up moment was one night I was listening to Bryce McGowan talk about his youth and the commitment he has chosen for himself. Listening to him made me realize it's about more than the score. Now I stand with the Huskers above all. Keep preaching the message. Kevin, kind sir, God bless you. Like that's the part. That's the part. They're not assets. They're not talent. They're people. They're people. They're flesh and bones. They're not always fully formed. They're certainly not fully experienced with the world. They're walking to a new space with new things and new people. And they're learning too. Like their job as a student athlete is to come here and learn and to get experience and to make mistakes and have people guide those mistakes and boundary those mistakes, correct those mistakes, support them in their redirection. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Like, that's what we're supposed to be doing. And I know people want the freedom to just rant and yell and scream, and I get that.
You can do that without, I guess on Twitter specifically, without tagging the player.
Right.
You can rant and scream and talk about how you think that this person isn't a very good player or whatever, but don't tag the player.
Well, first of all, okay, no, you can't do. Literally stop that.
Well, you can do it off air.
No, they're the
not
top
off air
1% of athletes in their sport.
Yeah.
Period. They're not bad at what they do.
They're not.
Literally, none of them are bad at what they do. Especially from the people who are talking about it.
Yeah.
They're better than you at the thing you're talking about.
100%, yeah.
So stop. Like, stop thinking you have the right to just say, that guy sucks. No. You're mad. You're mad.
Mm-hmm. You don't have the right to. You could do it. You're wrong. You shouldn't do it.
You should. See, that whole right to thing. That's lowest common denominator humanity at its.
I have the right to say this. I'm like, you don't.
Oh, the moment you tell me that,
you can.
Oh, the moment you tell me that, I'm look, man, I'm leaning away from you.
You can.
I am leaning away from you. The moment like that statement tells me there's some effery to follow, because you're questioning and judging people who have done things that you have not and cannot do. And there's a definition for that. So consider yourself that and simply say, that's not who I want to be. Like, I get frustrated over coaches, but these are conversations that I've actually had with those coaches. So then it's just you and me arguing about how good a movie is or how bad a movie is, rather than my saying, Rico, you're an idiot. I'm not saying that Rico's an idiot. We're in the conversation, and that's what we're talking about.
You can call me an idiot. You're wrong.
I shouldn't call you an idiot. Did you get the email I sent you last night about the movie bracket?
No. Email? No.
It was. I messaged you because my buddy did a pool, and he does radio in Salt Lake City, Utah. And I sent this thing where he did the ultimate 80s movie comedy bracket. So the ultimate 80s comedy bracket.
Yeah, no email from you.
No, it's on Facebook.
Facebook.
Sorry,
like Facebook Messenger?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
there it is.
So in this thing, so my buddy Scott Gerard, who's the voice of all Utah State Aggie athletics.
What is an Aggie?
Agriculturalist, farmer.
Why do some of them have cowboys?
Because they have cows and they ride horses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know any of that to be true.
I don't know.
That's just what makes sense to me.
I don't know. Rachel asked me the other day, she goes, what even is an Aggie? And I just immediately said cowboy.
Well,
she goes, really? And I go, well, I was like, was New Mexico State? And I was looking, I go, oh, it looks like a cowboy, right?
Yeah, that's what
I was like, Texas A&M, they have a dog as their mascot.
Right,
I don't know.
Right. So through this thing that he did, and I told him I'm going to have him on next week because just like the NCAA brackets, he has to tell me what was his selection process, how did he get to the pairings that he got to, who's the number one seed, who's the lowest seed, the last in, who got left out, right? We want to have this conversation. So he did 80s movie comedies.
I'm going through them right now.
Ready? So here's his pairings. And again, you can tell me who you think the number one seed is, who the last in, and then who should have been in. And this is purely 80s. Purely 80s.
There are some that I have not seen.
Okay. So Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and this is round one.
Mm-hmm.
Ferris Bueller versus Splash.
I've only seen Ferris Bueller, so that's what I'd vote for.
Daryl Hannah and Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks, Daryl Hannah is a mermaid, and Tom Hanks falls in love with her. The Blues Brothers.
Haven't seen it. Very sad.
Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi. Yes.
Yeah,
right.
I've seen clips.
We're on a mission from God.
Yeah.
This is Spinal Tap.
Haven't seen it.
You have to see these.
Okay.
But this is a weird pairing because this has to be like an 8-9 pairing.
You think?
Because those two are very, very like in the same space.
Like they're solid,
right? So then Breakfast Club and Bachelor Party. Now
haven't seen Bachelor Party.
Love it.
Seen Breakfast Club.
Love it.
I think I watched Breakfast Club in school.
love Bachelor Party. Love it. The Burbs Twins.
I've seen Twins. I haven't seen The Burbs.
Again, these are mainly Tom Hanks movies. If you hadn't,
Tom Hanks, very popular in the 80s.
In all of, yes, he was. Police Academy versus Weird Science.
Police Academy. Weird Science is really good, but Police Academy.
Oh, no. Weird Science this is a blowout.
No.
Weird Science over Police Academy. It's not even close.
It's not happening.
He don't even have his license, Lisa. Look, Princess Bride versus Teen Wolf.
I love Princess Bride.
But
I can't. I'm sorry.
Love
Teen Wolf. I can't. I just can't.
Trading Places versus Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
This is Bill and Ted.
You are so wrong in all of these.
I'm not
movies.
wrong. Well,
Trading Places? How do you pick anything over Trading Places?
I do love Bill and Ted.
Bruh, you are mental.
Fine.
Better Off Dead versus Adventures in Babysitting.
I haven't seen either one of those.
Oh, fantastic. Hey, throwing away a perfectly good white boy. Damn shame.
That's
Airplane. Second bracket. Airplane versus Brewster's Millions.
Airplane.
Yeah. Summer Rental versus Stripes.
Have I seen Stripes?
But Stripes should be a 1 seed. Like, I don't know.
Have I seen Stripes? I don't know if I've seen Stripes. I think I have.
Raising Arizona versus 3 O'Clock High. 3 O'Clock High is superbly underrated.
I haven't seen either one of those.
Major League versus Back to School.
I've seen Major League. I haven't seen Back to School.
You are, man, you need to get to work. Uncle Buck versus The Golden Child.
Seen Uncle Buck.
You've never seen The Golden Child?
I've seen The Golden Child.
What is? We're taking your black card away. We're taking your black card all the way. The Goonies versus Summer School.
I haven't seen Summer School.
Tom Harmon. The Great Outdoors versus Fast Times at Ridgemont High, which again could be a 1 seed. Like, I'm trying to figure out like who the 4 ones were. Ghostbusters, 16 Candles. Again,
those are 2 good movies.
Those are very
those are 2 good movies.
Final bracket. Fletch versus The Three Fugitives. Short Circuit versus Mr. Mom. Mr. Mom is so good. Coming to America and The Money Pit. Again, another Tom Hanks movie.
Tom Hanks, very popular.
National Lampoon's Vacation versus Turner and Hooch. Again, another Tom Hanks. Can I remind you that these 2 guys who built the bracket are from Utah? So that may explain.
Tom Hanks made a lot of movies.
Beverly Hills. It's basically Tom Hanks and Eddie Murphy versus each other. Beverly Hills Cop versus Weekend at Bernie's.
Ooh.
Back to the Future versus Scrooged.
This might be controversial. Not a big Back to the Future fan.
Oh, Big versus Spies Like Us. Again, Tom Hanks and now Dan Aykroyd. And
Dan Aykroyd, also very popular.
Three Amigos versus Pretty in Pink. Caddyshack versus Overboard. Funny Farm versus Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, which is one of my top 10 movies.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels?
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Rupert? All right, have you been begging your pots again?
I haven't seen a lot of these.
Excuse me. May I go to the bathroom now? A Christmas Story. Again, that's a 1 seed, but you put it against Stir Crazy, Richard Pryor, and Gene Wilder.
Look, I'm going to say something controversial. I do not like A Christmas Story.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles versus Beetlejuice.
Oh,
right?
What?
Strange Brew.
How can you choose?
Right. Strange Brew versus Dream Team. Spaceballs versus See No Evil, Hear No Evil. Again, Richard Pryor and The Naked Gun versus Revenge of the Nerds. This is like a Sweet 16.
Okay, I feel like they're setting it up so that they have movies that they know would definitely make it, so they had to put them against each other.
Right.
So one of them couldn't.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation versus Can't Buy Me Love.
I haven't seen Can't Buy Me Love. I do love Christmas. We watch Christmas Vacation every year.
You haven't seen Can't Buy Me Love?
I've not.
Amanda Peterson plays the ingenue. Patrick Dempsey plays the kid that mows lawns, and he wants to be popular, so he buys her friendship for a week, and then they fall in love, and then it goes terribly wrong.
As it should.
And then Chris Cannon made a remake.
Okay.
10-15 years ago, but I like the first one better. And in Can't Buy Me Love, Gerardo's in it. Suave, Rico Suave. He's in it. Seth Green is in it. Paula Abdul choreographed it even before she was like Paula Abdul. And then there's somebody else that's in this that's pretty fantastic. So we'll throw it to break. When we come back, we'll break down. We'll read your text on that. You guys can tell us what should be the 4 number 1 seeds in those movies. Yeah, it's pretty tough. We'll be right back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Harrison Arns. State basketball has concluded, and here are your winners for girls and boys. For the girls, in Class A, number 2 Fremont won over number 5 Lincoln Southwest. In Class B, number 1 Elkhorn North won over number 2 Scott Catholic. In Class C1, number 1 Lincoln Lutheran just fell short against number 2 Northman Central, 31-35. For the boys, Miller North is your Class A champions after a win over number 2 Bellevue West, 67-57. In Class B, number 2 Roncalli Catholic won its championship over number 1 Scott Catholic, 52-37. In Class C1, Cale Jacobson from number 2 Ashland Greenwood continued his great tournament run. Ashland Greenwood took home the championship on a buzzer beater corner 3 by Evan Shepard, assisted by Cale Jacobson. They would win over Auburn, 36-33. In Class D2, number 6 Parkview Christian won over number 1 St. Mary's in the title game. This has been your High School Minute, sponsored by Southeast Community College, with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford. Learn more today at southeast.edu.
These days, there are more reasons than ever to treat yourself to a great haircut at Great Clips with the online check-in app. So tell us, why do you check in?
I check in because I'm tired of hat hair. I check in because we all need a cut.
I check in so I can feel like me.
And I check in so I look good for you.
No matter why you check in, you'll check out with a great haircut and save time with our online check-in app. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Have you ever brought your dog to a hockey game? Well, now's your chance. The Lincoln Stars are hosting Pucks and Paws Night at the Icebox on Friday, March 18th. The puck drops at 7:05. Learn more about Pucks and Paws Night and how you can register your dog ahead of time at lincolnstars.com. That's lincolnstars.com.
Here's to days spent roaming and to sleeping beneath the stars, to casting another line and letting time float by. From Shadron State Park to Indian Cave State Park and every recreation area, historical, and state park in between. Here's to your adventures, your memories. Here's to 100 years of your Nebraska state parks. Plan your next trip today at nebraskaparks100.org. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric ensures our home and office HVAC systems run smoothly throughout the year to provide maximum comfort and convenience. Routine maintenance reduced our operating costs just by improving the efficiency of our unit. Consider a maintenance agreement to ensure you too receive priority for services and scheduling. This helps meet manufacturer warranty requirements. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Need to send a message? Send it with cake. Congratulations? Here's a congratulations chocolate rum cake from Beatrice Bakery. Thank you? Say thank you with an amaretto cake. I'm sorry that I accidentally hit your mailbox with my car as I was backing out of the driveway and then continued right into your prized petunias. You say that with a lemon drop cake. Everybody knows that. Beatrice Bakery in downtown Beatrice or online at beatricebakery.com. Here to help you say whatever it is you need to say. Welcome to our world of yum.
Springtime is here, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671. Go online at deckcityne.com or visit their new location just north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway.
This is Dan Friedman. Between 2010 and 2019, distracted driving caused more than 40,000 car crashes in Nebraska, resulting in over 14,000 severe injuries and deaths. Please keep your eyes on the road. If you have a smartphone, put it away while you're behind the wheel. It will help keep our community safe and secure. This message is brought to you by Friedman Law Offices, helping injured people It's what we do. It's all we do. Find us at freedomandlaw.com today.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is spectacular.
DP made a phone call.
This is spectacular. So Scott Gerard, again, buddy, voice of the Utah State Aggies, does radio in Salt Lake City. But he did a list. So he did 80s movies, comedies, and he did a bracket, right, of trying to get to the best of the best. And he did seedings. And I was like, again, remember, this is Utah. So, okay, different thinking a lot. But I said, bro, I'm stealing this. And then I've got to get him on. So I'm trying to find out when he's available to make a 5-minute phone call. But we found out what the bottom four, the last four in.
The 16 seeds.
Right? The 16 seeds were Brewster's Million, Splash, Overboard with Goldie Hawn, and The Three Fugitives. And then the 15 seeds.
How is 16 candles a 15
candles
seed?
Cannot be a 15 seed.
Garbage.
Neither can Pretty in Pink. Cannot look, just for Ducky alone, it can't be.
Look, your movie Teen Wolf. It's a 14 seed.
It's a 14 seed. Scrooged, Bill Murray, 14 seed. 13 seed.
Beetlejuice?
Back to School cannot be a 13 seed.
How is Beetlejuice a 13? Move it up.
Right? Bachelor Party. Oh, that's so good. Fast Times at Ridgemont High is in the bottom half of the bracket.
The Golden Child down there at 41.
Look, man. Look. Golden Child, we can do. Oh, look, a bed. Oh, look, it's Brother Numsy. This is so good. This is amazing.
Uncle Buck, Beverly Hills Cop, Strange Brew Police Academy are all 1, 2, 3,
So
4,
that
5,
Ghostbusters is a 2 seed. I don't know how.
I mean, I love Ghostbusters. It's a great movie.
Oh, he's gonna call.
I love Ghostbusters, and it's a great movie, but I think you might have to move it down. We have to figure out how we're gonna do. You want to take a quick break and then bring him in?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm gonna bring him I'm gonna bring him into one-on-one.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna bring him into one-on-one.
Okay.
That's gonna be.
Well, I think we should take a break anyway.
We have to take a break. Let's take a break. We've gone down a path that we cannot get off.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Yeah, Scott's gonna call it at the top of the hour.
Okay.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
A rain-snow mix will be possible this morning, then gradually moving out of the region. We may even break to some sunshine by late this afternoon, topping out at around 51 with north winds gusting over 20. Tonight, mainly clear, low dropping down to 28. A beautiful Saturday on the way, sunny with a high of 64. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
March is Problem Gambling Awareness Month. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300 or go to choicestreatmentcenter.com.
Do you know the common signs of transmission trouble?
Your engine revs before falling into gear, shifting is rough, or you're leaking reddish-brown fluid.
Knowing the signs could mean repair instead of replace.
That's where we come in. We're Certified Transmission.
The job done right at the right price.
Hey, Steve. Welcome to Great Clips.
Great Clips asks, what's the difference between good and great?
Come on back and have a seat.
Good asks you what haircut you'd like.
I have all your details from last time. Would you like the same haircut today?
Great already knows. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details so you can get the same thing as last time, every time. Download our online check-in app today. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete.
Sun Valley Lanes and Games is now offering spring sand volleyball leagues. Sand volleyball leagues are 9 weeks long beginning April 3rd. Registration's available online at sunvalleylanes.com. Use the promo code 93.7 to save 5%. That's sunvalleylanes.com, promo code 93.7. Volleyball not your thing? They also offer fun cornhole and bowling leagues. Visit sunvalleylanes.com for complete details.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
You can search online for hours to find the best electricians in Lincoln and the surrounding area, but I'll save you time. High Electric has been serving their customers for 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They're experts in everything electrical, from remodeling to new additions, hot tub installations, electric vehicle chargers or EV chargers, lighting, ceiling fans, and more. High Electric takes jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at highelectric.com.
Brown Shoe Fit is gearing up for spring with new inventory on the way. They're stocking up on new spring sandals and athletic shoes daily in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Keen, Merrell, On, and many, many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrax. Spring is the season to be active and busy. Don't let your feet lose their support with old rundown shoes or sandals. Stop by Brown's Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
The middle of March is here, and you know what that means. It's time to get to Buffalo Wings Rings at 68th and O for our yearly party for the first 2 days of the NCAA tournament. Join us this Thursday and Friday for beer, food, basketball, great prizes, and sports talk. We'll be on location both days from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., and the first 64 people to stop by on Thursday get a draw for a ping pong ball with a team and the tourney on it that can lead to great prizes if that team makes the Final Four. It's March Mayhem with 93.7 The Ticket this Thursday and Friday at Buffalo Wings Rings, 68th and O.
This is Old School on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Final segment of Old School. Rico,
hello.
Do you have a trivia question for today?
I can think of some stall for a second.
I can. No. I can.
Do you have one?
I can come up with this one. I will give the movie breakdown, and you tell me what movie this is.
You're gonna give a movie I haven't seen, I bet.
Yes, probably.
I've seen
okay.
a lot of movies, but I
Okay.
haven't seen more.
Okay, so a disgruntled taxi driver gets frustrated, and through convincing by his best friend, joins the Marines, joins the Army. Hilarity ensues. Name the movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say Taxi.
If I gave you a phrase, a party, whose idea was this? I'll kill you.
No.
Settle down, Francis.
No. You're gonna keep giving me hints, and I'm gonna feel like a dummy.
Bill Murray.
Kind of helps, not really.
Stripes.
All right, so I haven't seen Stripes. That was one of the ones I wasn't sure if I'd
not.
seen. Have not seen it. There we go.
I have not seen it.
Kent was asking, where is Shawshank?
Is that an 80s comedy?
I don't think so.
Three Amigos. I can't give you that one. I know you haven't seen that.
No.
Oh, this is fantastic. Okay, so Scott Gerard, who is the voice of the Utah State Aggie football and baseball programs, an old dear friend. Yeah, he's an old dear friend is the best way to describe that. He will join us at 10 o'clock, and we will break down this bracket that he put together. He is also the vice president of radio operations for Utah Jazz.
And you will tell him that it is a crime that 16 Candles is solo.
Oh, we're going to go through it. Yeah, we're going to go through it. So we thank you guys for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Scott Gerard will join us and break down this sports comedies of the 80s, and then we'll break down today's Husker basketball game against Gonzaga. We'll do that next on One on One.